YouTube, as you can see, I'm here with another good old review of the amazing, totally amazing Magi, the Labyrinth of Magi. This time it is chapters 16 through 20. Now these chapters, oh my goodness. First before I get into them, it seems like pretty much every, at least since chapter 2, the chapter 2 video and onward, so far, I gotta praise another section. I gotta praise Shinobu Ohtaka. Ohtaka, man, this dude is just on beast mode right now. This dude literally, his pacing of the chapters, his doggone character development, plot development, storytelling, artwork to fit it. It's just introduction of new characters. It keeps it fresh. You don't know exactly which way he's going to turn. You think it's going down this way? No, it doesn't, as we can see in this section. So here we go. Chapter 16, I call it a sentimental chapter. Because, look, all it pretty much was for at least 80 to 90% of the chapter was between Aladdin and Alibaba. Alibaba starts off and he's thinking about, he starts off alone. He's thinking about things and blah, 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 and what he wants to do. Then he's worried that he's alone again, which, we see again, man, the character of Alibaba. We starting to see a change in how he views life, because he's found somebody. I told y'all about the loyalty, I believe, in the last review, or the one before that one. Okay, he's uberly loyal to Aladdin. So, and he also thinks he's in debt to him, as you see. So Alibaba, he hears Aladdin. He's like, yeah, you're here. And he's thanking Aladdin. He's like, yo, even though he wants to keep his money, he's like, I'm thinking about opening up his stand and blah, blah, blah. But then Aladdin goes, again, Aladdin is not some naive little kid. Now, he might not know about himself in the outside world, but this dude has got it up here. He's very philosophical. So anyways, and he knows how to read people. He's emotionally intelligent. So Aladdin's like, dude, you're not a coward. You're brave. Very brave. I know that from the first moment I saw you. I could see how, even though you were hiding it, I could see how you were doing when the wine selling dude shot down your dreams. And he's like, no, you care about people. You care, you have courage. And Alibaba's like, ah. and so they make a pact, they make a promise that they going to continue to adventure in jazz. But throughout the whole thing, that whole chapter, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who was thinking about Morgiana. Where the hell is Morgiana? Because wasn't she with them? Here we go. At the end of the chapter, doggone Ohtaka doesn't leave nothing for suspicion. Again, no plot holes. Because he shows us Morgiana ends up at the outskirts of the city, of the Oasis City. And so, Chiishan, the Oasis City Chiishan, that's what it's called. And so where we have at the end of the chapter, we see that Alibaba is where the dungeon is. Aladdin, not so much. And it even, again, no sign for suspicion. Ohtaka clearly states this. Alibaba, and it's more than just foreshadowing. He tells us, Alibaba ain't going to show up at that city again, which is, I'm like, dang, what are you doing? Ohtaka, what are you doing? Jumping into chapter 17. We see, Jamil's out the way, and Alibaba, being a rich man, he's doing quite well. He's freed all the slaves. He has a mansion. Now the wine selling dude, he's paid off his debt to the wine selling dude. Now the wine selling dude just oh man, I can't stand people like him. I'm not even gonna get into him. I don't want to make this video long and go off on him. So anyway, he's sad and he's missing Aladdin. It's been 2 days, then 3 weeks, and he's like, Aladdin hasn't showed up. This is not right. I need Aladdin. So a servant tells him that a child's there, and he's like, Aladdin! then Morgiana. Yeah, she didn't apparently run away. So anyway, I guess it's because she's been a slave so long, she needs leadership. She doesn't know how to exactly think independently as of yet for herself. So Morgiana, she's like, it's a cool thing that you freed all the slaves. And I need a leader, and she, she tells him, I'm loving that she's able to talk about what she wants, even though she can't get there because of reasons. She talks about what she wants. So she's like, eventually I'm going to fulfill the dream of my savior. She's talking about Goltus, lead mask. When he told her go back to our peoples, the homeland. She's like, eventually I'm going to go, but for now I'm going to hang around here. And what she found the next day, I guess Alibaba, another man of action. He really is a man of action. So is Aladdin. Both of them are men of action. Alibaba's like, okay, enough is enough. I know you would want me to come search for you. So he's like, shoo, time to go. And Morgiana. Oh my goodness. Morgiana. I ain't gonna lie. I usually don't get hyped about female characters, because most of them, I'm not saying they're lame, but most of them don't, to me, have extraordinary qualities. There are some, like Selena from the Underworld trilogy, for example. Morgiana. Oh, I'm expecting big things from her. Every chapter that we see her in, more things are just like, Morgiana, my goodness, this female is beast. She chases after him. It doesn't catch up at the end of the chapter, but he's like, da-da-da. And then we see, but then Ohtaka again, this dude. I mean, seriously, what does he do? Aladdin ends up somewhere. We don't know. We're guessing far away. And some dudes find him. Some horsemen find him out in the middle of the desert. And they save his life. We just see him there. Moving into Volume 3. Chapter 18. Okay. We see what begins with... I was confused at first. I'm not going to lie. Oh, I got to comment on the artwork. Every manga artwork thing, the covers, amazing. Just amazing. But anyway, at the beginning of chapter 18, I was a bit confused, I'm gonna lie, until I start seeing it, and it was actually when Aladdin was still way back in the fortitude room, the rigid room as he calls it. He's talking to Kouga Clan. We didn't see his face. We haven't seen Kouga Clan's face yet. And Kouga Clan's explaining some things to him about nations and countries and all that jazz. But Aladdin won't answer. He won't answer Aladdin as to who he is. So that explains Aladdin never got told who it actually is. So that was the cleared up confusion from the last volume. Okay. So anyways, the people who rescue him, we find out that they're nice people. They're a clan, whatever. And we see this old lady. Finally, for another person who we can sees the roke. Okay, the roke, the birds that fly around, and she addresses Aladdin. She finds it very interesting. Toya, we get her. First introduction, we get Doge, first introduction. Chapter 18 was just, to me, just a bunch of a setup chapter, really. I'm not even going to really get into much of it with chapter 18. I don't know if that's much of a review. To me, it was just a setup chapter, a bit of explanation. Not much there. Moving on to chapter 19 and 20, because to me, this was the meat of the section. Chapter 19, yes, sir. What do we see here? We see this beautiful young lady, okay? And I'm like, please tell me she's going to be involved in the story. And I'm like, please tell me she's not going to be evil either. Because I'm tired of seeing the beautiful young ladies being evil. I really am. I've done seen it in too much junk. But of course, Magi doesn't disappoint. So anyway, back at the village, we see Doge and Toya have a special bond, even more than just childhood. We see Doge takes pride in being a clansman, being a warrior, and all that. Toya cares about the clan and everything. We see more of Baba Sama, Baba, the old lady. Oh, my bad. At the beginning, I forgot the most important thing of chapter 18 because to me it wasn't much. The important thing about chapter 18, which leads into chapter 19. Chapter 18, the thing you have to remember, my bad for forgetting this. The thing you have to remember with chapter 18, the whole family talk, where apparently Alibaba doesn't have, not Alibaba, Aladdin doesn't have a family. And Baba, she's like, yo, we're all one. We're a family here. And you're now part of our family, my child. And he's like, grandma. That was all cool. Now back to chapter 19. We see the beautiful young lady, blah, blah, blah. Then we see the clan or whatever. And then we see Aladdin getting himself into trouble, bruh. He gets on a horse and doesn't know how to ride. And nobody can stop it. And all of a sudden, the beautiful young lady, ding, stops the horse. Oh, yeah. Anyways, so she gets off the horse and she has people with her. She's like, yo, I'm the emperor's third daughter. My name's Ren Hakue. I gotta look at the name again. Anyway, Ren Hakuya or something like that. And so she's like, we're offering peace. We're offering peace, and she's talking to Baba, and I have to say this. When I saw Baba, I know I'm not the only one that thought about Dragon Ball Z. She's also witch, sort of. She's the Choga shaman of the Kouga Clan. Okay, Baba. Yeah. So Ren Hakuye's talking, and she's like, yo, back in the past, the Kouga Clan was strong, but the empire collapsed, and we're of the same people, and we want the same goal. Negotiations are going pretty well, relatively well, but there has to be that one ass. Always has to be that one ass. Rylsa, or whatever his name is, Rylsa. He just knocks the all peace cup of milk, horse milk, and then he starts off in this, and he deteriorates it, and it's about to be up in war and everything. But then Hakuya, cool as a cucumber, she's like, yo, she tries to repair the situation. And, yeah. So they go back, and that night, Aladdin, dude. He just shows up. She was talking to her, right? And then she's like, yo, we don't want to invade these people. We just want peace. But the generals ain't having, the other leaders of the army ain't having it. And at the end, Aladdin, smiling and everything. I thought it was cool. Chapter 20, he appears down there and she's all shocked. And then the flying, apparently their country, the Huang Empire, has a good bit of magic, which is cool. We're going to start seeing more magic, which I'm loving. I want to see some magic, dog. And apparently others have flying carpets and junk. And she's talking to him, and Aladdin's very intrigued by her. He's thanking her for saving him, but he's like, I'm interested in you. I want to know more about you. And she's like, I want to know more about you. And then they have a discussion, blah, blah, blah. And then another lady comes in, he's like, alright, peace. I'm going to be seeing you later. And so he flies off, and he sees a caravan. And he ain't thinking nothing of it. He flies off, and then he's on a Kouga Clan, and then he sees the caravan. He's not thinking of it. He gets back to the village, and they're like, all our women been taken. So what did they do? Baba's like, Baba and Doge, let's go chase down them slave traders, the slave gatherers. He's like, and Doge's pissed because he's like, you were offering peace, same family dunk, and y'all done stole our women. Oh, hell no. And then we see Rizzo going on Toya. Oh, that was disturbing. But boy, they couldn't. The horses couldn't touch him. They couldn't shoot arrows at the horses. The chase was on, and then Doge, boom, just right there, boss. Yeah, that was pretty much it. This section had some great pacing. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it could have been a little bit better, but it was good enough. Alright, y'all. I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Peace.